Good morning, students. Welcome to the online class for Standard 10. Today we'll continue the second chapter, and the name of the chapter is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. So, this is the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa. He has fought against apartheid system and brought freedom for the country. So this is the autobiography. And what is the difference between biography and autobiography? Biography is the life story of a person written by somebody else, but autobiography is the life story of the person written by himself only. So who is the author of this story? Nelson Mandela himself. You can see the chapter here. So in the previous video we discussed about apartheid system. We will also discuss some more points about it. Apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race, color, caste, and it was prevalent in the country. In which country? South Africa. And you must have heard Nelson Mandela's name and his African National Congress. So what they did, they spent a lifetime fighting against apartheid. Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison, and in the picture you can see the prison cell where he spent his life. Finally, democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black president of a new nation. So, in this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion. And what was that? The inauguration. The inauguration here refers to the inauguration of the ceremony, or the ceremony where he took oath as the first black president. This apartheid system was abolished. Can you guess what his occasion might be? It's what do you mean by occasion? It's some special moment. Special occasion here is the inauguration of the new era for the country, South Africa. Check your guesses with the news item from BBC. So let's see it, read it out. So Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president. Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries of white rule. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress ANC party won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Buildings Amphitheatre in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries from more than 140 countries around the world. Never, never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed the ceremony, with blacks, whites, and colorates celebrating together. More than 1 lakh South African men, women, and children of all races sang and danced with joy. So, why they danced and sang with joy? Because they were free from the oppression of the white people. And in the next slide, what we will know more about this apartheid system, so that you can understand what was the condition of the people in South Africa and what is the role of Nelson Mandela to fight against it. And this is the chapter where he you can say pay tributes to the heroes of freedom, the freedom fighters. So and he talks about what the concept of freedom for him, how the situation changed, and he shares with us some of his life stories. And before that, let's come to know what is the apartheid system. So it was a political and social system in South Africa during the era of white minority rule. So here Britishers ruled over South Africa. It enforced racial discrimination against non-whites, mainly focused on skin color and facial features. Non-white sets refer to the black people and the native people of South Africa. This existed in the 20th century from 1948 until the early 1990s. The word apartheid means destination in the African language, which means racial segregation, had existed in South Africa for centuries, But when the apartheid legislation was introduced by the National Party in 1948, it was strictly enforced and became institutionalized. You can see two pictures here. The first one shows that the particular beach, it was you can say reserved for white area. Black people were not allowed here. And the second one, the bench, you can see where a small portion was given, and it was clearly written that where Europeans will sit and where black people will sit. So there was so much distinction and discrimination was there. Under this system, the people of South Africa were divided by their race, and the different races were forced to live separately from each other. There were laws in place to ensure that segregation was abided by. That segregation refers to discrimination or separation from each other. The apartheid system in South Africa was abolished in 1994, and when it happened, when the new constitution was formed, ratified, which abolished the previous system of segregation. The last president who held office during the apartheid era was Frederick William de Klerk, who was responsible for holding negotiations with political prisoner Nelson Mandela to bring an end to apartheid. Following these successful negotiations, Nelson Mandela was elected to the presidency of South Africa after multiracial elections were held in April 1994 and became the first black person to hold this position. The pair were awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. Today, the term apartheid is sometimes used for similar segregational systems in other countries. You can see in the picture, both of them were receiving the prestigious Nobel Peace Prize. Nelson Mandela in the middle and Frederick William de Klerk left to Nelson Mandela. So let's come to the chapter then. So can you tell me what is the date written in the beginning? 10th May. So 10th May of which year? 1994. Dawned bright and clear. For the past few days, I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. So before this system, before the democratic election, white people, the Britishers, they ruled over South Africa. And they, due to their oppression, due to their discrimination, the whole world that separated them from different things. And after this election, when the black president was elected, Nelson Mandela was elected, so it marked the freedom of the country. It marked the abolition of this apartheid system. And what was the date mentioned here? It is 10th May. And when the South Africa country became free from this suppression. So the dawned bright and clear. Dawn means here it came. So the day was bright and clear, and for some days he was being happily, pleasantly besieged. Besieged means he was surrounded closely by the dignitaries, means people holding high ranks or high positions, and the world leaders. They were coming to pay their respect. They were coming to acknowledge the effort by Nelson Mandela, and they came to attend the inauguration ceremony or the opening ceremony or the ceremony where he was going to take oath. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. So I here refers to whom? Nelson Mandela. He took pride that people or the world leaders or dignitaries, they were coming to South Africa and they were showing their or paying their respect. And this is for the first time South Africa is watching such a grand ceremony. The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheatre formed by the Union Buildings in Pretoria, For decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy, and now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non racial government. So, what the writer or Nelson Mandela wants to say here, that the ceremonies took place. Where it took place, you can see the picture. It's the kind of amphitheater without any roof. So, what is amphitheater? It's already given there. A building without a roof with many rows of seats rising in step, typical of ancient Greece and Rome. So, in India also there are many buildings or monuments which are made of sandstone, like your Red Fort, Qutub Minar, and the forts. Okay, so they are made of sandstone, and in Pretoria the ceremony was going to take place. And for decades means 10 years, for many decades, this had been the seat of white supremacy. So Pretoria or the Union Building was the center of or the seat of white supremacy, and from there they were controlling the whole nation, the white people, the Britishers. But now the time has changed, and it was the site of a rainbow gathering. So rainbow means colorful. So it was, he can see the people sitting in the amphitheater, they were looking colorful. They were of different color. So color here doesn't refer to the dress or the, you can say the clothes. Rather, it refers to different skin color. People of different colors. They were white, they were black, they were netty people. So there was no discrimination on the basis of the colors. And nations. So there were representatives from different nations, as you have already seen in the BBC that news report. 140 countries, many dignitaries came to attend this ceremony. So Nelson Mandela is saying you can see a colorful sight of different people and the nations. They were watching this grand day. And what was happening? What is this ceremony or what is the inauguration? Here it is the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. You can underline this line. So what they were going to watch? So the installation of the first South African democratic. So which was people elected the government. Democracy was installed and it was non-racial. So not on the basis of race. The government was non-racial. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Jenani. You can see the first picture. So she is the eldest daughter of Nelson Mandela. And on the podium, Mr. de Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. You can see the other picture. And he is the person who received Nobel Peace Prize along with Nelson Mandela. So they you can say that both of them, Nelson Mandela and de Klerk, so they were the people who initiated this war against apartheid system. Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president. When it was my turn, I pleased to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of the republic and its people. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said. So you can see the picture here to your right. So it is the picture of Mbeki. So he was sworn in as the first deputy president. And who was the second deputy president? It's given there. It is Frederick. Today, all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to a newborn liberty. Liberty here means freedom. And what is the meaning of confer here? Confer means a formal word, or here it give. So Nelson Mandela started his speech and he said that today all of us, by our presence, they are giving glory and hope to the newborn liberty. So earlier they were like slaves. They were not treated properly. They were inhuman treatment was given to them. So here he says that it is the newborn liberty, freedom. So they are getting it fresh freedom, newly born. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. So he's saying that out of the experience of so extraordinary human disaster, here it refers to the apartheid system which lasted too long. For so many years it lasted in South Africa, and out of that, what was born? A society which will be full of hope and glory, and all humanity, all humankind will be proud of it. So, Nelson Mandela says that out of this operation of apartheid system has born or a country or a people or the humanity which will be proud of it. We who were outlaws not so long ago have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. So, we who were outlaws, here it refers to that because of this policy of apartheid, many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa. Means they were outlaws here not so long ago, means they boycotted many countries because of the apartheid system, apartheid policy. They cut the ties, diplomatic relations were not established, they boycotted these things. And but today what happened? So it gives them rare privilege to host the nations. So many countries have come to attend this inauguration ceremony, so he takes pride, he is proud of that, and he is telling that before some years they were outlaws, they were not connected or they were boycotted by the other countries because of its policy, but now they have come, the countries have come to represent themselves, to see the glory of South Africa. And they, and South Africa is hosting the nations there. It is the host, and the countries have come there to celebrate the freedom. We thank all of our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is, after all, a common victory for justice, for peace, and for human dignity. So he thanks all the people or the representative or the dignitaries from different countries and along with the people, and he says it is a common victory. Common victory for what? Justice, peace, and human dignity. So abolishment of this apartheid system has given freedom, justice, and peace and dignity, self-respect to the people. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. What do you mean by emancipation? Freedom from restriction. We place ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. Because of the white supremacy, so the native people or the black people, they were deprived of all the rights. They were not given proper freedom. They were restricted to go at different places. They suffered a lot. They suffered from poverty, and there was discrimination on the basis of gender also, and caste on the basis of the color of their skin. So he says we are liberating. They are taking pledge. They are taking place to what? To liberate, to free themselves from the bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination. Never, never, and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. So, one by another means by one person or human being to another person. That no man will depress, or no man will be depressed, no man will be frustrated, no man will suffer because of the oppression. So here, what is that? What do you mean by deprivation? It's a state of not having one's rightful benefit. The rightful benefits here means the rights, right to speech, right to enjoy, right to do some work. So they were restricted everywhere. So he says, never it will happen again. This beautiful land refers to South Africa. It will never experience that oppression again. So that has come to an end. Now people will liberate themselves. People will become free, and there will be no poverty, no suffering, no deprivation, nothing. Rather, there will be justice, there will be peace, there will be dignity. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. So here it says that the sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. So this is a glorious achievement for human being, that one human was suppressing the other human, and that system has been abolished. Now they have given their lawful rights, they haven't given their benefits. So here he says, let freedom reign, continue, win, or and God bless Africa. So this is the speech, some part of the speech which was given by Nelson Mandela on the inauguration day. And what is the date? 10th May. Okay, let's see. This is the extract and some questions are given there. What is the significance of 10th May? What are the ceremonies referred to here? Which word in the passage means the same as placement of a person in office with ceremony? Where did the ceremonies take place? So these are some questions for you. You have to write down this. In the next video we will discuss. And one more activity. So I hope you all have the books. If you don't have, you can download it from the internet also. And what you have to do, you have to read the chapter, and from the chapter you have to find out the meaning of these phrases, this text, column A and B. So what do you mean by these things? It's your homework, you will do that, and later on while discussing we will talk about it. Okay, so you have to read the chapter and you have to find out which word means what, and meanings are, expressions are given and meanings are also given. I hope you have understood. If you have any query, you can send us through email. Thank you.